The city is taking preemptive steps to ban the sale of medical marijuana within its boundaries before the measure to legalize it makes it to the November ballot. Local 12's Larry Davis is live in Hamilton to explain why. Larry?
Hi, Rob. Well, the city of Hamilton recently asked residents about what changes they'd like to see in the zoning code, specifically what they would consider to be undesirable uses of land. Now, some pointed to clutter at used car lots. But a lot of people here in Hamilton actually said no to any business that would sell marijuana for medicinal purposes. Currently, there are 23 states and the District of Columbia that approve the medical use of marijuana. Ohio will soon consider the issue. But if voters approve it, Hamilton city leaders are making it clear they don't want businesses like this in their town.
The feeling was that it would be detrimental to other businesses in these business districts or the abutting neighborhoods.
The Hamilton City Planning Commission has approved a ban on the sale of medical marijuana, even though pot is still illegal in Ohio. Senior planner John Creech says this is a preemptive strike, but if voters approve it, the city may have to tweak the ordinance, depending on the language of the state legislation.
With a lot of uses, they put conditions on it that it has to be so many feet away from a church or a school or a public park.
But I don't have a problem with them banning it, actually.
Both CARRIE PATE and Celine Hawkins are concerned about the current drug problem in the community. Celine has mixed feelings about the sale of medical marijuana in the city.
I don't have a problem with medical marijuana. I think my understanding is that it does help people substantially. I just don't know that having that kind of business here is necessarily an asset.
CARRIE says she sees no upside in businesses selling medical marijuana in the city of Hamilton.
I think at this point it's so new to have these medical marijuana facilities that I don't think Hamilton will benefit from them.
And Rob, of course, Hamilton city leaders realize that this would be a moot point if voters reject medical marijuana legislation, which is set to be on the ballot in November. But they are just responding, they say, to the concerns of residents, and they say basically, we just want to get ahead of the game. Live in Hamilton, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Larry, sounds like they believe, though, that it really might pass this time. It's been talked about forever, but it just never gets over the hump.
Yeah, it hasn't. There just isn't a whole lot of support here. And I asked them if it does, if this ordinance is passed by the Planning Commission, they said it's pretty much a no-brainer. The council will approve it. And it seems to have a lot of support here in the city.
Larry, thanks very much. The city of Hamilton will have a public hearing on the proposed ordinance February 11th. Council will have a final vote later that month, and if approved, the ordinance would take effect 30 days after the council vote.